Hey Reddit, I'm here with a horror story for my life. My dad and I love to hike. When he retired, he decided that he was going to through hike the entire Appalachian Trail. For those of you who don't know, it's roughly 2,190 miles from Georgia to Maine. The through hiking community is very tight-knit, and there are some ground rules that all the through hikers follow. Number 1, no bears, no bees, no fires. All of these are well posted and signed at every campsite along the trail. It's common sense, really. If you see a bear, run away from it. If you see a bee, get out of the area. And if you want a fire, bring a camp stove. There are some other rules, but these are the big 3. When my dad retired, he was excited to finally have time to do the hike of his dreams. He trained for months and bought all new gear. He even joined a hiking group, so he could learn from people who had already done the trail. In late March, just as soon as the trail opened for the season, he started heading north from Georgia. I was going to join him for a week in the middle of his hike. We would meet up in West Virginia and hike together for about 100 miles down to the next small town where we could resupply. This is also where the trail is supposedly the most beautiful, so I was really looking forward to it. For the first few days, we hiked together. Everything was going well, and we were both in great spirits. Then we reached an area known as the Dolly Sods Wilderness Area. It gets its name from the wild, untamed grasses and shrubs that cover the rolling hills. It's also home to black bears. Lots of black bears. Just as we entered the Dolly Sods, there was a ranger station with a locked equipment cache and a sign-in sheet. The ranger was there when we signed in, and he gave us a talk about the dangers of the Dolly Sods and how we needed to be extra careful because of the bears. Apparently there had been several attacks in the previous years. He also told us that we needed to hang our food from a tree limb at least 18 feet off the ground and 5 feet from the trunk using a 500-pound test line or higher. My dad looked at him and said, "We're experienced hikers. We know what we're doing." The ranger just shook his head and walked away. We never saw him again. That night, after our dinner, my dad went over to the bear line, untied our food bags, and laid them out on the ground beside the tent. I couldn't believe it. "Dad, what are you doing?" The ranger said that we had to hang our food. He just waved me off. "I know what I'm doing," he said. Went back to playing cards. I got so pissed that I started yelling at him. "Are you kidding me? Do you want a bear to attack us and drag us into the woods?" Because that's exactly what's going to happen if we don't hang our food. I refuse to sleep here tonight. I grabbed my sleeping bag and went out into the cold, hard ground. I was so angry that I didn't hear the shuffling in the bushes. In the morning after, of course, my dad getting eaten by a bear, I unzipped the tent to the creepiest scene. My dad was gone, and so was the tent. All that was left was a small rip in the tarp, my half-full water bottle, and a baseball cap on a trekking pole. On the ground beside the cap was a small pile of dirt. I'm pretty sure that was a grave. So yeah, don't listen to your old man who thinks that he knows better than the park rangers. Even though I didn't end up getting eaten by a bear, I still have nightmares about it. Thanks for listening to my story. If you liked it, please hit the like button. And if you've got a story of your own, please share it in the comments. Thanks again. Bye.